Well, hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to you all to the Alpha live stream of the 2019 Teng Tools Shenington SuperPrix. My name is Howard Mitchell, and it's going to be my absolute pleasure to take you through all of the action this afternoon. Warm welcome to you all to the Alpha Live stream of the 2019 Teng Tools Shenington SuperPrix. My name's Howard Mitchell. I'm from Double Dash Motorsport Media. It's going to be my absolute pleasure to take you through all of the action in the finals this afternoon at the 2019 running of what is now a stalwart and established jewel in the crown of the UK karting calendar. On track at the moment is one of the heats in the 210s, but what we're about to go into in a moment's time is something very special and somewhat unique, I have to say, to the Shenington SuperPrix, which is the historic karts that you can see lined up behind me. And we're hopefully going to be able to go and look at all of the historic machinery from a range of different time periods within the history of karting. It really is quite fascinating, and hopefully we're going to give you as much insight as possible into some of the amazing machinery that we've got here for you today. Hopefully I'm also going out on the circuit, Tannoy, as well, so hello to anyone around the circuit who can hear me. But we are of course going out live on YouTube and Facebook, and it's about to get rather loud as we walk out ahead of the first of our historic karts going out. So this, a really unique part of the Teng Tools Shenington SuperPrix, and hopefully we are going to get a chance to go out and talk to some of these guys as they're going around. Some absolutely fascinating machinery on show here today, and I'm wondering if now's a... Can I really quickly dive in here? What kart are you driving?
It's a 1986 Gillard kart with a TKM BT82 engine. Same engine used in the Formula TKM classes today. Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. And how does it compare to the modern karts?
It's much different because I've driven Formula A style like that as well. The grip's similar because I'm on the same tyres, but the power is not quite as much as the modern machinery.
Lovely stuff. Have fun out there. Just going to really quickly see if I can dive in here. Who have we got and what are you driving?
Steve Cowell, and it's a 1985 Phoenix, made in Wigan by Jim and Kurt Luby. Not many about.
Lovely stuff. Biggest difference between that and a modern kart?
Not a lot, really.
Have fun. I think I was cutting that a little bit fine. And out go the first set of karts from throughout karting history. Various different ways that a lot of these machines have to be started. I know that somewhere in all of this we've got a 60-year-old kart that needs a kickstart. So it's important to bear in mind these karts are just doing a demo run here, but that still is very much a treat. The racing for the finals, for those who are particularly interested in that, that's going to kick off at 2 p.m. But first we have an hour of this, and I hope we're able to pick it up, the symphony of different noises that we've got here in amongst the historics. Let's see if we can...
I mean, I used to race them back in the day, back in the 70s. But yeah, I joined the BHKC about 10 years ago, but as a driver about 5 years. I've got 3 karts, so, you know, a plan B and a plan C.
Are we going to be seeing you out in those as well, or is this...
No, just this one today, yeah. Yesterday, the one I drove yesterday got banned because it's too noisy. So.
There are some quite noisy ones in amongst the historics, aren't there?
Yeah, so I'll have to fit another silencer to that if I'm going to take that out of here next year.
Well, lovely stuff. Thanks very much for bringing it along, and we look forward to seeing it out there.
In keeping.
And how long have you been doing historic karting?
Oh, about five years now. But I raced this in 1961 first.
That's fantastic. So you've had it pretty much all this while.
Oh, it went off as a fun kart. It had a Briggs and Stratton bolted on instead, and it was used for 40 years as a fun kart. And then it was going to be scrapped, so I had it back. So I got the kart back for nothing, and we found the old engine. Put it all together and it goes well. But I've been at it quite a long time.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much for bringing it, and have fun out there.
I'm not the oldest one here though.
I'm sure you're not. I know I've spoken to... oh, we've got to go and talk to Roy, haven't we? Thank you very much. Have fun out there. We are going to have to go because we briefly spoke to Roy yesterday. Here. This is a fantastic thing. Roy's had this thing since new. Hi Roy, we spoke yesterday briefly, but just for those watching the stream, just tell us very quickly about yourself and the very special piece of machinery you're about to take out there.
Well, primarily it was built in November 1959, so its 60th birthday this November coming. It's been rebuilt, but it's been rebuilt back to original, so all the engine bits now are original, which upsets everybody because it's very reliable, starts on a Kickstarter and does as many laps as they want me to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this kickstart you're about to do.
Well, stick around.
But it's a fantastic story. I say you're I hope you don't mind to say you're 82 years young and you're taking this thing out still, having owned it since new.
You have to do it.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well, enjoy yourself out there. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
We did do an interview. When I was 82, so fair play that man. Let's go back, good spot, So as well as the BHKC, which is the British Historic Kart Club, we also have the Karting Legends Club, who have bought some of their stuff here today. Excuse us, guys. Can we have a quick word about the machinery you are going to be taking out? So this is one of our Karting Legends karts. I have got a camera, by the way. He'll catch up with us in a bit. But so for the people on the stream, tell us a little bit about this piece of machinery.
Okay, well, it's a 1980 Zip Grand Prix produced by Zip Karts. The motor's a Yamaha 250 twin, racing barrels and heads and everything else inside it. The colour scheme is based on a team called Rapid Movements, which came about in February 1980 at Cadwell Park. And this replica is actually designed, the livery is for the O-Plate winner, who was Dave Buttigieg, who was like the team leader. So yeah, that's about it. I fully restored this last year, and it sort of debuted in Kartmania in November. It's ready, it's running, ready to go. So fingers crossed. Yeah.
I find this incredible, and having spoken to some of you guys briefly yesterday, what impressed me is about the stats of this thing. Give us some of the performance stuff about this car.
Depending on the track and on the gearing, long circuit, obviously with longer gearing, the acceleration is slower, but top speed's around 135. On a shorter track like this with the correct gearing, you're probably looking at 0 to 60 in about 2.5, 3 seconds. It's pretty good. G-forces are good as well, so, you know, yeah, very good. Yeah.
I can imagine. How long have you been racing these kind of things?
I've been doing it, I'm 56 now, and I've been doing it since I was 18, so too long.
It's fair to say then this is perhaps one of the fastest things here this weekend.
In all honesty, no. No, they're heavy and they're designed for long circuits, you know, long sweeping bends. Yeah, yeah. Some of these more nimble, smaller machines will actually be quicker probably, but we're not far off. Not far off. Right, I'll best get going.
Your best, it's getting a bit loud around here. Enjoy it, thank you for bringing it. So as our second run of karts gets ready, it's now getting extremely loud here. But it's an absolute pleasure to see these karts from throughout karting history. A range of karts going out on circuit there, going as far back, some of them, as 1959, if you didn't quite catch what Roy was saying. Absolutely incredible. The kart is 60 years old and still going strong. The driver's 82 and still going strong. Fantastic stuff there. And now some of the karting legend 130 miles per hour quoted top speed for some of these. So really some very, very impressive machinery from the golden era of superkarts, really. And these are all a very impressive labour of love for these drivers. Excuse us, sir, do you mind if we have a quick chat about what it is you've got here today? Introduce yourself as well, by all means.
My name's Richard Butler. This is 1982 Cali with originally Class 1, so it would have a normal 100cc kart engine on it, but a few were produced, about 7, to put gearbox on for a championship in Italy. So basically it came all the way from Italy 5 years ago, restored it over the last 2 years, and here it is for its first time out. So we will see.
Absolutely, so this is it coming back out?
After all that time, yeah.
So this has been through a restoration process and a labour of love?
Totally. Complete everything from engine rebuild, chrome, the lot, powder coating, chassis straightened, and it will go back to Italy, to Jeslo, to the historic kart meeting next year. Yeah. Fantastic stuff.
You've got a lot of supercar stuff around you. It's going to be an interesting getaway.
Oh, he's quick. He's very quick because it's so light.
Sure.
Yeah. I have also got a 250 version of this, which was out yesterday in superkart form, but this is its baby. But it's not slow at all, as you will see.
Oh, we'll be watching it, and it's going to be a pleasure. It's a special moment for you, Richard, so have fun out there. So there we go. So I think that as they're getting ready for another wave of karts here, we can show you some of the stuff taken yesterday when we went to visit the BHKC guys and the Karting Legend guys in the paddock. I'm still here in the BHKC tent because there's so much cool stuff here, to be perfectly honest. I'm here with Roy. This amazing piece of machinery is yours, Roy. Tell us a bit about it.
It was built by a company called Wolverhampton Controls for aero karts. This one was built in November 1959, and I took delivery of it in January 1960, and it's been with me ever since.
You've competed in this kart yourself?
Oh yes, been out today with it as well.
Fantastic. So tell us. Well, I was going to say where.
I took delivery of it. I was in the Air Force and posted out to Nairobi, East Africa, and still mad keen in motorsport, and the East African Motorsports Club were keen to get karting into the system, like everybody was. And we agreed that we'd all buy the same kart for all the obvious reasons. So this one, courtesy of the Royal Air Force, was flown out to me in Kenya ahead of the other 11. And I raced, rallied, hill climbed it, sprinted it, circuit raced it in East Africa for 3 years.